Good morning. It's Thursday, can it be May 14th or is it May 13th? Whatever. It's Thursday and it's 9:30, so we're going to start and we're going to hope for the best. So Tuesday there were a lot of complications. Okay, so I'm in a different part of the living room and I think I have a stronger connection here. If we're interrupted, I'll keep trying again. But I think because yesterday I was able to video about 1 hour uninterrupted session for you. So you can go to Wednesday and 10, 11, 12, that was the 13th, so today is the 14th. And you can view that video at your convenience. And the same here. These are recorded and then published on this site within like 10 minutes. Okay, so you can look at it again, look at certain parts, or if you work or the hours don't work because you're busy, I know a lot of you are very busy right now, you can watch it at your convenience. So today is garbage day. So yes, it can be a distraction, any noises, but you know what, I'm really grateful for these people at the front line who are still doing their jobs. Honestly, we have a lot to be grateful for. So turn up your volume, binds up all the way, and get comfortable. Now, today we're going to start something like this, okay? So you'll need something under your legs, under your knees. It can be a bolster. It can be rolled towels or rolled blankets and towels, some kind of a cushion maybe, but it should be enough just to lay your legs over the top, and that is really nice on your low back. And then a little support under your neck. Okay, remember, don't get carried away. This isn't a pillow. A little roll of a blanket or maybe a small pillow or cushion. And you're going to need a strap. Okay, so I can see as I go in and out, it goes dark to light. Okay, so you're going to need a strap or something like a strap. Okay, I think by now, hopefully most of you have something that is like a strap. It should be about 6 feet long. If you have really long legs, you'll need a little bit longer. But the straps are terrific and they're very inexpensive. You can also use like a tie from your robe or something else. But nothing, you don't want anything that's too stretchy, okay? Because we do want to have that tension, that gentle tension. Okay, so let's get started. And again, hi Bob, I'm close enough I can read the screen. So let's hope there's no interruptions, okay, and we're successful. And you're gonna be lying down, prone, relaxing, and put your legs over something, preferably a bolster, and then something under your neck. Okay, so relax, have a strap nearby, and I'll get you there, and you'll be there just a minute or two. The idea is to start to come into the practice. Because you're practicing at home, and I'm teaching from at home, there are more distractions. When you go into a yoga studio, you kind of go into another space. It's like you go into a restaurant, I'm here to eat. I'm not here to look at the dust bunnies under the sofa or think, oh God, I forgot to make the bed, or I need to go shopping. Those things might pop up, but you have more concentrated attention. So I want you to bring yourself here for the next hour and a half or so. Might be a little shorter, we'll see. And just as much as you can, use the breath as the vehicle. The breath is the vehicle to bring you into the moment, into now. And trust me, I have to remind myself all the time. I have a lot of distractions as well right now. And we've been home. This is our 9th week here in Santa Barbara in California of stay at home, shelter in place and all that. So I understand the mental and emotional and even physical okay, those heavy sighs. But please, just for this hour and a half, because this hour and a half or so together, and I hope you're lying down and so forth, I hope that this hour and a half you can carry into the rest of the morning, maybe the rest of the day and beyond. And maybe, and I do believe the more you practice, the more consistent you are, the more you carry it into your life and integrate it. That's why it's called lifestyle yoga, because your lifestyle shifts, okay? And it's very subtle, it's very organic, it's very wonderful, and it's very beneficial. So let's lie down. You should be lying down, relaxing, breathing, let your arms stretch out. Oh, it feels so good just to lie down and do nothing. Okay? All right, I'm going to join you and then we'll go from there. I'm going to do this a little bit more like this. Oh, and someone's messaging me and this makes me very angry. Okay. All right. So, as you lie back, make sure you're unobstructed. Okay? So, get everything out of the way, furniture, find a space. You know, some of you say, oh, I don't have a space to do yoga. Well, that's just silly. Yes, you do. Okay, you have to just create a space. And it can be in your bedroom. I do a practice in my bedroom, and I'm doing this here. So just if you wait for something to be perfect, you're never going to do it. And then there you go. Okay, so we're lying back. Feels divine. And you can feel your pelvis and your torso and everything just go, oh, feels so good. Why don't we do this more? So we begin in sort of the moon energy, the cool female energy, the yin, okay, the hatha yoga, the sun and moon. And then we move slowly into more sun active energy, okay? And I'm just going to take a few moments myself to get into my breath. I'm hoping you're into the ebb and flow of your breath. Inhale. And the exhale. And when we're lying down, it should come very organically and full and deep, and let it just unfold. So you've been here a few minutes while I'm chatting, but you can always do more or not so much of whatever I do. Okay? It's your practice. And of course, never ever go to pain. You might be stiff. I woke up really stiff this morning. I'm not sure why, but really, really stiff. And so I ease into my morning. I don't pop out of bed and start singing and skipping, okay? But we're all a little different. So now I just want you to bring in the right leg. Just gently let it melt into you. Flex both feet. And if it brings your shoulders up too much, just hold the back of your thigh. Even use a strap if you have to, okay? You don't want to stress one area at the expense of another, okay? So breathe. The left leg is over the bolster or blankets. Let your low back, the lumbar, which takes a lot of stress and strain, let it relax. Feel the movement of the breath. Then you're going to stretch your right leg up. Just hold it as best you can. If you're a little tight, bend the knee, please. And you're going to draw circles with your big toe. Oh my, I am really stiff today. So that's okay. That's my experience right now, and that's why I'm doing exactly what I need to be doing. So just 5 or 6. Draw circles on the ceiling. If you see cobwebs, just ignore them. I see a couple of cobwebs, but oh well. And isolate the movement to your ankle and foot as much as you can. And then you're going to flex, lift up through the hamstrings, calf into the heel, stretch your toes back toward you, and then extend. I feel it totally across my shin and across my ankle and the top of my foot. And then breathe, inhale or exhale, and breathe. Go slow. Feel it. Give your body a chance to send a message to you and notice what the message is. It's going to be different every time. Maybe you've been doing more of something or less of something. It's okay. Good. And then just lower that foot onto the bolster. Bring in your left knee. Hold on to that leg somehow without bringing the shoulders up off the mat. And stretch out your right leg. Again, both feet are gently flexed. Your knees like it when your feet are flexed, okay? That strengthens and supports the knee, which is very unstable, okay? And it needs a lot of support. And just breathe into it. You might feel it in the hip. You might not. It doesn't matter. You still want to do it, okay? You still need it. And then after a few more breaths, just stretch. Oh, I'm a little tight, so I can't straighten it totally. I'm going to keep it a little bit, but I'm going to draw circles again. So I know most of you are right-handed, so the left foot and ankle are a little awkward, but that's good. It's okay. Just do it anyway because it becomes less awkward. Okay, you're sending a message. I want you to feel good too. So 5 or 6 circles in both directions. Breathe, breathe. Be consistent with your breath and movements, okay? I don't know how many times I've said that. And then gently flex and extend. Oh, I'm really feeling it. I feel all the way to my quads. And flex and extend. That's good. I want to feel it. And flex, breathe, and extend. And 1 more. And lower the left foot, knee bent, onto the bolster. Bring your right ankle over the left thigh. We're going to do leg cradle, passive. Now, if you don't have a bolster, use blankets or even a block or something so that it elevates the bent knee. And that is a passive leg cradle. This is to get now right into the belly, the heart, the piriformis. And the piriformis and the psoas work so you can walk and run and sit and bend and all the things you do. But if you overdo one or the other, they are like pulleys on your low back. So we want to keep an even extension on both, keep them both really happy, okay, for mobility and range of motion. So just gently bring your right ankle. Now, if your hips start to come up, move the blanket, the support further away, and breathe. Okay, so just nice deep breaths. Don't try and do anything. Hands off. Do not force your leg to do anything, okay? That's your ego. And that ego can really get in the way. Okay, so breathe. On your own, 5 breaths or a minute, your minute. And then when you're ready, let's do the other side. And over we go. Oh, I feel it on this side. I feel it on the quadricep on my left. So there we are. And maybe the other day was on the right, maybe nothing, okay? It's all about your experience now. So you have to breathe, be now, be here now, and just feel what you feel. You don't need to wrap any opinions or judgment or anything around it. Just notice and breathe into it. Okay, a few more breaths, 5 breaths or your minute. So I'm going to exhale and really relax into it. Oh, I can feel it sort of melting. I love these passive poses. I just love them. They're passive, but they're not. They're very beneficial. Uncross. Okay, now this one can be a little intense. We're going to do butterfly, which is bringing the soles of the feet together on top of your support. Now I'm feeling this immediately on the inner edges here, but it's not pain, it's a stretch. And I want to make sure my feet are in prayer. So that tripod, the baby toe, the pad, the metatarsals at the base of the baby toe, the big toe, and the heel connect gently. That protects your knees. Wait before you put any support under your legs. Wait a few breaths, okay? And let yourself relax. Try not to. We often preempt ourselves. Okay, just notice. Can you hear the garbage man? I'm really grateful he comes every Thursday. Recycle and the regular garbage. Yeah. Okay, if now you're starting to feel something around the knees, put something under your legs. More blankets, towels, pillows, or blocks, and then another few breaths. Again, it's a passive hip opener. So if you're sitting doing this, it's very, very intense. Okay. And your low back or something, you might do it at the expense of something else. But here's passive. If you have tight hips, I encourage you to do this. But again, no hands on, please. Yes, I know. Good. Now, just gently bring together. Yeah. And let's just kind of massage, roll around. Great. Now I'm going to push the bolster out of the way, or whatever it is. Okay. And we're going to do reclining tree. Reclining tree. So stretch your left leg forward, and it's right down the center of your mat. So think of a tree at the trunk all the way up to the top of the tree. Your right foot, we're doing the right side first, is going to gently rest on the inner edge somewhere in your left leg. Again, wait. If it tips you over, just wait. Try to keep your left edge connected to your mat. Feel the energy from your heel to your crown. Always coming to midline. Now, if you start to feel anything tweaky in your knee, you can take a block, if you have a block, or a blanket, or a towel, anything you have, and support it under your thigh and under the leg. Okay? Breathe. Again, a minute or 5 breaths. That's the background. That's your consistent rhythm. Pretty soon you won't even have to count the breaths. Honestly, it becomes habitual because your body is remembering on a cellular, muscular level. After your 5 breaths, you bring the knee up. You straighten the right leg. Go through this series, please. Then bend the left. Bring the left foot for tree, passive reclining tree on your back, and let the left knee relax to the left. Wait for a breath or two for everything to kind of calibrate and adjust. Keep your right glute down. Don't let your side lift up. If it still does, after a few breaths, you can slide a pillow, a blanket, a block, a towel under your left leg to feel like you're standing. Because this, again, is the memory that your body, not your head, this isn't mental at all. This is your cellular, muscular body taking this in. So when you go to do a tree pose, it'll remember. It'll come back. Okay? Just like anything else you learn, you build and you layer. So 5 breaths or a minute. Take your time. If you're already at that, 5 breaths or a minute, then we're going to bring the left knee up. Bend the right knee. Okay. Slide your hips to the right edge of your mat. And we're going to do a twist. Again, your left leg goes straight down the middle of your mat. Feel your right shoulder firmly connected to the mat. Right foot on the top of your shin, knee. You can put your foot on your knee here or thigh. And gently bring that knee over without lifting the shoulder. No, no, no. And you get this deep stretch here. Don't worry about how far it goes. Don't force it. Just breathe. So now you're getting to this whole edge. And it should be soft but consistent because you want everything breathing, receiving, letting go. Breathe. Twists are so great. They're so beneficial. And you can do twists anytime, and you should do twists. Seated, reclining, in a chair. Okay, when you're ready, 5 breaths or a minute. Just come back, slide, lift your hips all the way to the other side. Now your right leg, go right down the middle of your mat. excuse me, left foot on top. Feel your left shoulder on the mat and turn toward the right without the left shoulder lifting. Don't bring your arms too high. They should be a little lower than your shoulders. Why? If they're too high, it stresses the heart, okay? It isn't necessary. Not here. Breathe. Oh, wow. I'm really feeling it on this side, but it feels good. It's a good kind of sensation, experience. It's not pain. After your 5 breaths a minute, we're just going to roll onto the right side in a fetal position. You can use your support or your arms for a pillow. We love this, don't we? It feels so safe. And I think right now with all this going on, sometimes we really feel like going into a fetal position. Okay, but we aren't going to stay here. We're going to come up very slowly. I'm going to take the blanket away. And we're going to come onto all fours. Okay. Now, and I'm going to remind you, if you're on a hard floor with a mat, feel free to put something under your knees, preferably a towel or a blanket. Okay? And we're going to do something simple, but effective. Okay? So, you're in elephant hands, fingers spread apart. And we're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, you're just going to start to bow, sit back. Now, if you have knee issues, you might not go too far. It's okay. But just let the head lower. And on your inhale, push off with your shins and come back up. And let's do several more of that. Your exhale, feel the navel hug. Slowly hinge back toward your heels. Your inhale. Okay. And again, your exhale. Your inhale. So it's just more warming up of the hips. And one more, but now exhale. Now tuck your chin. As you inhale, start to push forward. You might have to move your hands. We're going into a cobra, a very gentle flowing cobra. Strong legs. Lift your navel, heart. And we're just going to kind of look over one shoulder. Do what you can. And look over the other shoulder. Breathe. And when you're ready, exhale. Bring the chin in and curl back. Let's do 2 more like that. So unfold, gently pressing up and lengthen. Look up or forward. Okay, maybe just a little. What's back there? Can you see your left foot? Can you see your other foot? Maybe not. Just whatever. And then curl back. Bring the chin in. It's a cat. Curl back. And one more. As we curl forward and breathe, you can just look straight ahead. And this time when you come back, we're going to go into hip and rib rolls. So we're going to roll and juicy and make big circles. Bird hands. So I'm feeling a little more in my hips today, so I'm really going to focus on my hips. And stretch forward. It's very spontaneous. Again, this is your experience, your body, your mat. So breathe. Make sure you're exhaling. Deep exhales, deep inhales. And I want you to integrate baby lunges. What's a baby lunge? So you're on all fours. If it's starting to bother your wrists or shoulders, come onto your forearms. You can still do baby lunges. It's just a little more emphasis on the calf, the shin, and so forth. It also gets into the psoas. So that's the partner to your piriformis, okay? Breathe. And when you're ready, you can do a little more hip and rib roll and eventually baby lunge on the left. Be sure you let your toes relax. I don't care if you have bunions. I don't care if you have arthritis. I don't care about all of that. Breathe into it and just be willing to go there and send a new message to your toes and your feet. Breathe. Say, I know you can do a little more. Just breathe into it. Breathe. Good. Okay, now we're going to just take a resting pose. You come onto your forearms. If your wrists are kind of feeling it, make circles, squeeze. Okay, or take a little child's pose. Do what you can. This can be rough on the knees, okay? So if it's not possible, just do what you can. Because then we're going to do cat dog, okay? So when you come up, I love cat dog. Okay, so remember the inhale, we open up the back. Remember, 3/4 of your lungs in the back. Puff it up, puff, puff, puff. Exhale the dog. Your inhale. Your exhale. And continue cat dog. So it's your rhythm, your inhale, your exhale. It's all about being consistent, and persistent. So remember, it starts at the caboose. The caboose moves first and everything follows. And the caboose lifts first, the tailbone up to the crown. You want the neck to be open in a curve. Don't pull back on the chin, please. Okay, continue. Cat dog. While I get my hair out of my face. We have to take care of these little things. So, if you're always adjusting your hair or your clothes or your t-shirt, change it, okay? That fidgeting becomes a habit too. So, see, I'm fidgeting, so I'm not concentrating. Of course, I'm teaching, so I have a bigger excuse, but watch that. If you're always fidgeting with something, it's sort of it can be an avoidance technique, okay? So cat dog, a little more. Okay, and then come onto your forearms. And with your hands, circles. Okay, squeezing like you're squeezing a soft rubber ball or something. Or you can also, because you want to do both directions, and it takes a while. I've been practicing a long time and I have a lot of flexibility, but sometimes we lose that range of motion here from our lifestyle. So the other thing you can do is turn your palm up, rest it on the mat or whatever, and just gently, please, lean into it. Because we're always doing palms down, right? Elephant hand. But do the opposite. And just breathe into that. And sometimes it's like, whoa. Okay? And do both. Like my right hand, of course, is a little more, because I use my right hand a lot more. I'm right-handed. And I'm on the iPhone a lot, I'm texting a lot, I'm messaging a lot, I'm writing, blogging, typing. So I have to be very mindful of the position of my hands. And remember, if you are on these devices a lot, the heel of your hand should be a little higher than your fingers. If you start doing this too much, then you'll start to feel that carpal thing. Okay, so enough said. Come on to all fours. Shall we down dog it? Let's do it. Inhale. Exhale. Up we go. Oh, I love down dog. Okay. So your down dog, just walk the dog, bicycle the legs. It's an inversion. It's strengthening. Okay. You're using the upper body, you're using the legs. So if you're tight, please bend your knees. Don't round. Don't pull forward. Make your arms work too much. Bend your knees and lift your tailbone up. Lift your sit bones up toward your ceiling, toward those spider webs or whatever. And breathe. Look back toward your toes. Stretch through the underarms. Find more space between your low ribs and your waistband. Breathe. And do with me what you can, inhaling into a plank. Exhaling down dog. Your inhale. Move with the inhale. I'm going to about 4 count. And move with the exhale. Feel the navel lift up to the spine. That's your core. So it's an even, consistent movement like your breath is moving you. Let's do one more. Inhale. Keep the legs stretched out. Exhale. Back we go. So we're going to do something a little different. We're going to lower the knees, keep the toes curled under, come onto our forearms. So we often do this toward the end, but we're going to do that same flow in dolphin. So when I come onto my forearms, I have to always check my alignment. I've been doing this a long time, and that's my habit. When you have the habit, you don't think about it. Your body knows this is what you need to do to be able to do it properly and safely. And I want you to be safe. You can be safe doing your yoga till forever, okay? Until you can't, okay? That's my intention. So wrap your palm, not your fingers, around the elbow or the bicep. And if you look, you can see your elbows are right under your shoulders. They have to be. Because if they splay apart, it'll stress your shoulders, and we don't need to do that. Keep your elbows there. Interlace your hands. Okay? The thumbs can meet. The pinkies can curl inside one another. Look at your thumbs. They should be over your pinkies. And there's no bend in the wrist, and the heels of the hands are apart. You've created a triangle with your forearms and hands. Get really firm into the arms. Take an inhale. As you exhale, look back toward your knees, and up we go. Dolphin. Now this really gets into a different area of the shoulders. If you're tight, bend your knees. Breathe. Okay, inhale. Bring your chin over or past your thumbs. Exhale, back you go, look back. 2 more. Inhale. Don't collapse those shoulders. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Lower the knees and take a resting pose. Again, if you felt it somewhere, shake it out. Shake it out. Pose, counter pose. We do a pose, we do the opposite. That way we're constantly recalibrating, coming to balance, and the body knows what to do. Okay, perfect. Back to down dog. When you're ready, meet me in down dog. Okay. Inhaling. Knees. 8 point. And let's do one of those nice little cobras that we did before. Strong legs, and back to down dog. Exhale. Take as many rounds of breath as you need. 1 more time. Inhale. Lower. Push the floor away. And lengthen. You bring your forearms, hands. Bring your navel up off your mat. Bring your heart up. Look up. Strong, strong legs. And as you come back, lift your hips first. Exhale, navel lifts you up, up, hinge up. Let's step forward on the right, push off. Look where you're going to go, get a little momentum. Up we go. Okay? Let's do crescent while we're here. So I'm going to shorten my stance. Now I want a squishy carpet and a squishy mat. That can be a challenge for balancing. I'm going to do my best, so I won't be talking much. But remember, you take it from your inner cues. So start to lift your gaze. Some days you're more wiggly than others. Strong back leg. Don't push into the knee. So I'm ready. I'm going to let my arms start to stretch apart. I'm waiting. And then with the shoulders released, the arms float up. Breathe. Go for your 5 breaths, please. If your hands will be seeking one another, keep the arms straight though. And they might touch at the fingers or the hands. You can do a little mudra. But some of this is anatomical. Don't worry if it doesn't happen for you. Breathe. Your 5 breaths. And then I'll meet you back in down dog. Okay, take your time, please. If you fell out of the pose, go back and do it. Always finish the pose. Again, that's your body. It's going to remember how you did it. When you're ready, we're going to come up on the left. And I'm going to modify a little. You can do the left side on your own. Same sequence, okay? Take your time. Wait for those inner cues. Listen to your body. Make sure you're strong on the back leg. When you feel like you're not quite in balance, just wait. That back leg is strong. I can feel my psoas. It feels really good to open it up. Look straight ahead or higher. And sometimes one side is more steady than the other. Now, the other day, my left side was wiggly. Today, it was my right. So it's just is what it is. Don't judge. And don't hold on to that. I always this. I never that. Okay? Never and always for a long time. Breathe. 5 breaths or a minute. And again, just see maybe the hands will start to find one another. Maybe not. Don't force it. Allow the pose to do the pose. And after your 5 breaths, this time we're going to come into a forward bend. Take your time. Step up on an exhale. When you're ready, I'll meet you here in your forward bend. Again, if you're tight, see how my knees are softened? I don't want to push into my knees. That tightens that's not good. It hyperextends, and it's not good for my low back. When you're ready, join me and we're going to come up in chair pose. So I'm going to, like I'm sitting in a chair. My arms come up. If it's hard on your shoulders, just bring your arms apart. I'm going to come up. Look straight ahead. Come back and toward your heels. You should see all your 10 little toes. Bring the arms up toward your ears if you can. Breathe. Can you sit lower? Stick that little tush out. Breathe. Look how far back mine is. Breathe. Breathe. And then when you're ready, you inhale up and good. Okay. So I'm going to adjust my position. And you need your strap. Okay? You're going to need your strap. And we're going to do the shoulder stretches with the strap. Let's hope this works. Okay, I'll stand back here. Okay, good. All right. All right, so take the strap. Those of you who have been with me for a while have done this. Take whatever you have and hold it. I'm going to show you up close. Hold it between your thumb and index finger. Okay. Oh, the hair. Bad hair day. Okay. That's the thing about watching yourself. So, see how my hand is? It's gently held between my thumb and index finger. And I don't bend. I don't do anything fancy. Don't get fancy or creative. Just do what you need to do. And my arms are going to be straight, so the line of energy goes right from my shoulder, elbow, right out through my middle finger, okay? All right. And you hold it in both hands, wider than your shoulders. And remember, this is to open up the shoulders safely, okay? I know a lot of you out there have had rotator cuff surgeries or are trying to avoid rotator cuff surgery, or you have a this or that, and shoulders. And if you work out too much, doing too much of this, and you're rounding, it really tightens up around here. So be mindful, but do it. So see, my arms are a little wider, shoulders down. Your inhale, you just stretch your arms upward. And as you exhale behind you, let the strap slide your arms apart. And just do what you can. I'm going to go to my waist, but if that isn't available, just do what you can. Keep a tautness of the strap. Reach back and up. You might comb your hair. And exhale forward. Look how much further apart. Pick up the slack and go again. And just keep going on your own. Just stay with the breath. So remember, you lift forward and up on an inhale. Exhale like you're opening up the heart, the chest. Don't collapse your hips. Exhale behind you. See how my arms are straight? Inhale up and forward. Okay? Do several. Okay? If you do this on your own, and those of you who have shoulder issues, you should do this every day. Do at least 5 or 6. Now, I'm going to show you from the side view. And remember, if you start feeling pain or you're pushing, please stop. And sometimes you're in a practice and it feels okay, and then that night you feel the pain. So don't push past your edges. Meet them gently, lovingly. So see, I'm not going to push forward to compensate. So I inhale forward and up. And then I exhale and I bring it back. My arms are straight. Now say this is your edge. That's fine. Then stop there. But don't go past your waist. And then inhale, I reach back and over and forward. Okay? Okay. Do one more or two on your own. Remember to breathe. Don't hold. When we hold, we kind of contract and restrict. Okay? Good. And when you're done, we're going to do one more thing for the shoulders. You're going to take the strap, I'm going to show you side view, over your right shoulder. Bring your arms up overhead. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Turn your right palm back and pat yourself on the back. Hold your elbow, your right elbow, I'll get closer, with your left fingers. Now again, this can be a little stress, but the tendency, if you're tight, is to do this. No, don't do that. Keep your head back between your ears as much as you can. Better to compromise the arms. Do what you can. Touch if you can. Okay? Then you're going to release and come behind and hold the strap with both hands like this. Try and keep your right elbow high and hold the left with the left wherever it is. Even if it's down here, it doesn't matter. Hold gently. Don't try and overstretch the shoulders. Now, some of you might be able to bring your fingers together. That's great, but don't force it, please. Don't force it. Okay, this is great for the biceps, opening up and range of motion. 5 breaths or a minute. And when you're done, just release, release, okay, and then just let it go, let it go, let it go. Breathe, loose, 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 okay? And then you're going to do the other side, of course, which is going to be different. So you're going to slide the strap over your left shoulder. Arms lift, feel like they're wings lifting up. Notice how my shoulders don't lift. And then I'm going to pat myself on the back on the left, lift that left elbow, touch or hold if you can. Again, you want to get into this part. So keep your head up on top of your shoulders. Your ears should be in between your upper arms. This is good if you're, especially also, not just especially, but if you work out, if you play tennis, if you golf. Okay, you might not be doing much of those right now, But this is really good. It's to counter all this. Okay? We have to counter or we get repetitive motion issues. Yeah, and then we get issues and it's not good. Okay, now I'm going to hold on to the strap with my left hand, take my right arm out, turn, reach behind me, and find the strap. Find the strap. And again, it doesn't matter where you find the strap. It might be way down here. It's okay. Look straight ahead. Keep your left elbow up. Keep looking straight ahead. And breathe. This also helps to encourage more breathing into the low belly and abdominals where we want the breath always to be moving around everywhere, okay? 5 breaths or your minute. When you're done, release, put the strap away, and just, yeah, feels so good. Just shake it out. Shake it out. Something else that's a great thing to do. So shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. Bend the knees. Shake it out. And then maybe just move. And let the arms, let centrifugal force, let the arms go. Move. Get into the joints. Move. You know, you can put on music of your own. I don't use music, but you can if you want. And here's something else that's really a nice release. So you're going to bend your knees, sort of like you're looking for something, and you're going to bend your knees, and you're going to take an inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Big inhale, and last one. Okay. I feel better. How about you? Okay. So now, half sun salutes, okay? I'm going to check my timing. Okay? So I always semi-plan our sessions, but then sometimes it's just one thing leads to another. So now we're all warmed up. We've got the shoulders, we've done the hips and everything. We're going to do half sun salutes. Ardha is half, Surya is sun, Namaskar is salute. And this is a great little flow. So we start in the first pose of yoga, mountain pose, second toe straight ahead. There's only, no matter how tall or what you weigh, whether you're male or female, mountain pose is only maybe 3 or 3.5 inches between your insteps, your big toe edges. That's it. And the alignment is second toe traveling all the way up the joints and bringing you into alignment. Okay? Then hands to the heart. So close your eyes for a moment. Just find your nice, even, modulated breath that you've been doing all along, right? Okay. Go to an exhale. On the next inhale, arms float up and overhead. Your exhale, swan dive. Bend the knees a little if you're still a little tight. Your inhale, half. Okay, open like a book. Your exhale, fold. Your inhale, up you come, from the soles of your feet to the tips of your fingers and back. Continue, I'll do one sideways, and I want you to continue on your own, uninterrupted. Okay, it's called a vinyasa. Vinyasa is movement and breath together in a continuous flow. It's a flow, okay? So we don't hold. So an inhale, and then your exhale, your inhale, and meet yourself, fold. Your inhale, and again, continue. Your inhale, your exhale, your inhale, your exhale, your inhale, your exhale. Consistent movement. Please continue. I'll be back in a minute. Continue on your own. I'll be back. Okay, how are you doing? Are you loving this? So when you come to the end of your next half sun salute, just wait, and we're going to go into some sun salutes. I just want to remind you that it's not necessary to do an hour, hour and a half. If you're a beginner, you can pick out the pieces that work for you. What's important is to be in integrity of your alignment and using the breath, okay, and be safe. You can always send me questions via right here. You can comment or my email, victoria.lifestyleyoga@gmail. And what's important is you do a little something and integrate it every day. If you do other exercises, a treadmill, whatever, do some of these other movements and stretches, okay? So we're going to do a full sun salute on each side. And then we're going to do another round with some standing poses. Now, again, the sun salute, Surya Namaskar, takes the half sun salute to the next step. It's 8 poses, postures, we call asana, sequenced together for a very specific reason. Okay, so this is something I made up or that my teachers made up. These are things that are ancient. And the beauty of sun salute, and I do modify it a little bit but it depends on who you learn from. The beauty of it is you get a little bit of everything from a yoga practice. You get a standing, you get a forward bend, you get back bend, gentle back bend, you get an inversion, that's down dog, you get strengthening, very important, upper body and lower body, and you work all the major bones and muscles in your body together. And there's the breath. So the breath is the vehicle and the medium, okay? So we're going to start, we're going to do one on the right side and then the left side. I'm going to cue you to see how I'm going to do this so I don't hit my head. So I think this will work, okay? I'll cue you, but those of you who know it, I don't want you to hold. I want you to go with your breath. I'm going to move to about a 4-count breath. So like a 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. But you do at your rhythm, okay? And I'll cue you, and we're going to do the right and then the left. Take a moment. Find your breath. Get centered, get present. Exhale. When you're ready, on an inhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Half, Ardha Uttanasana, and fold. Step back on the right, down dog, lift. And be consistent with the breath, your plank, and 8-point pose. Cobra, Bhujangasana, down dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. I think I said that right, that's Sanskrit. Stepping forward, lunge, Banarasa, Asana, and forward, Uttanasana. And when you have your footing, up you come and complete. Left side, your inhale. Swan dive, half, fold, lift and step back. Your down dog, lift and back you go. Plank and lower to the earth. Cobra, down dog. Do it however you need to do it. And when you're ready, up we come on the left. And forward bend. And up we go. And there. Okay. So I'm going to wait for a moment if you're still working on each side. Those of you who don't know that, don't attempt it with me right now. Just do what you can perhaps. If you want me to do a short little video to go through it more slowly, let me know that. But we do all the pieces of it separately. We do down dog, we do forward bend, we do cobra, we do 8-point pose, we do all of it. It's just now we string it together. And sometimes we hold each of the poses for several breaths. When you hold the pose, you really go deep and you really get strong. So, okay, now I'm going to assume most of you are done. Now we're going to do another round, and we're going to integrate standing poses, okay? And this is what I have fun kind of doing, okay? So I'm going to start. I have to keep modifying so I don't run into cushions and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to start on my right side, like we always do. We do right then left, okay? Okay. When you're ready, arms overhead, inhale. Swan dive, fold, bend the knees if you're still a little tight. It's okay. Half. Notice how when I open, I don't push into my knees. And fold. Bring the hands down. Step back on the right. Lift that left leg. Lift the hips and step back. Plank. This time we're going to do plank, down dog. We're going to step forward on the right. So get a little mojo. Keep your hips high. Lift like you're stepping over a big old puddle and step up. And wiggle it up, lift it up. And we're going to do triangle. Okay, so I'm going to align my heels visually. My back foot turns in 45 degrees. My right hand slides up my right leg, and I'm going to turn, look at the triangle my legs have created, and the triangle that my arm has created with my torso and my leg. I'm turning, twisting toward you, toward the left, until I feel my shoulders are aligned. Listen to your body. Don't be hasty. Don't rush. There's no final pose. If it feels like they're aligned, the left arm will extend up. And look how my arms form a straight line. If I came up, see, and then over. I'm not stressing my shoulder or anything. And 5 breaths or your minute. On your own, you can do a minute. This is very strengthening. And pay attention to what's going on. Relax the toes. Breathe. So this is very strengthening for bones, muscles, upper body, organs. Amazing. When you've done your 5, inhale up. We take a little longer stance. We're going to do warrior 2. Okay, hips are neutral. I bend the knee and I float my arms apart. So notice how my arms are on a line. I can look over and over. Okay? Lift from the underside. We don't want to stress the shoulders. We know how to do that. This is a new habit, and it'll save your shoulders. I promise you. 5 breaths. This is weight bearing. You're bearing the weight of your own arms. Your knee does not pass your heel. You're strengthening the muscles to stabilize that knee. After 5, we inhale forward, and we bring the forearm to above the knee, and that starts to turn us. Start with your hand on your hip, gently rotating to the left, and then maybe the arm can make a sweeping side stretch alongside the ear. Again, you're turning from your center, your core, your heart, your navel, your sternum, not your shoulders. Side angle pose. Breathe. So we're exposing that whole flank. Breathe. Good. 5 breaths. And then we're coming into a forward bend. So as you exhale, and then wait, exhale, up we go. And then all the way up, and hands to the heart. Now we're going to do the same on the left. I'm going to turn. If you know it, you can do it on your own. I'll cue you. Always wait a moment. Make sure you're grounded and present. Your inhale, big wingspan. Swan dive. Half. And bring the hands down and prepare. Step back on the left. Down dog. Lift and step back. Plank. And back to down dog. If you want, you can do knees, chest, chin, and another cobra, okay? I'm being nice today. And we're going to step up on the left. And we're going to do the standing pose sequence on the left. So I'm going to get my feet prepared in alignment. I'm going to slowly slide up the left leg, and it twists me to my right. And I'm turning. I might have to come up here. Okay, I don't want to be hunched over. Maybe I'm a little tight. Don't push into the knee. Don't put your hand below or above the knee. If you look at ancient texts, their triangle is sort of like this. Okay, so don't go too far. There's no brownie points. Turning to your right, wait till you feel like your body is ready. I'm a little tight on this side today. So I'm just going to go with it. Do what you can do today. Okay? You're here. That's the most important thing. After 5 breaths, or your minute, you're going to go into a warrior 2. So the stance for warrior 2 is longer. It's a very powerful stance, but you stay in your center. The hips are neutral. You bend the left knee, but you bring the rib cage up. Don't dump. And then the arms float apart. Your knee is over the heel. Back leg is strong, and your gaze is over your left hand into the horizon. After your 5 breaths, take your time. You extend over, create space, connect, and then you turn. Side angle pose. It's very literal, isn't it? Side angle pose. Breathe. Stay strong in the back leg. So now I'm really extending this whole right side. 5 breaths. After your 5, a forward bend. So take your time. Never rush. When you've got your footing, up you come. And wait for a breath or two to kind of let your body get re-centered. So I have found when I rush something, I get sometimes a result or a partial result I don't want. I forget something, or that's when you can hurt yourself. And when you're hasty, you're not always clear. So breathe and be present. Now you're going to do a balance pose. Another one. Now we did do crescent, that's balance, but now balance on one leg. And I want you to do this on your own. I want you to do tree pose, okay? And I know those of you who have been following along, we did it on our back, okay? We did reclining. And you can use something nearby to touch if you feel like you're gonna fall. So remember, you lift the knee, turn it out, and bring your foot to your ankle, calf, or above the knee to your inner thigh. Never put your foot on your knee, please. It's not meant to go sideways. So if I do it here and I feel a little wobbly, just have a wall maybe that you can touch, or a piece of furniture, a counter or something that you can kind of use. If you feel like you're going to go over, just tap and come back. Or if you don't have anything, just tap and come back. Okay, and the sequence is you start bringing a leg up, connect, and hands. So you create 2 prayers. A prayer with your foot and your leg, whether it's your ankle, calf, or inner thigh, and your hands. So everything's bringing your energy to your center, your point of your place of balance. Okay, and you're going to do 5 breaths. I'm just going to cue through it. And then the tree lifts its limbs, for 5. Then you come back for 5. Turn the knee in and release and wait for a few breaths and then do the other side. Okay, so tree pose on the right and tree pose on the left. Okay. Now, those of you who've been practicing for a while, I know you're out there, you can go to 8 breaths in each part of the sequence, okay? So say you're going for 8 and you're, let's say, let me get there. I'm on a very squishy surface, so it's a little challenging. Let's say I'm here. And I'm going for 8. And 5, I kind of tip. Go back and finish. Do the 8. Don't fall out and give up. This is what you want your body to remember. Okay? This is what you want your body to remember. If you come out and then you just quit, that's what your body will remember. So finish. Finish. It might take several tries. You might have to use the arm of a sofa or the counter or a wall. It's okay. But finish. And you'll be glad. This is also a good practice for just life, because we don't always succeed at everything, like trying to get this to record. I had to keep trying. Yes, I was very frustrated, and I have some other things that are frustrating me right now. But if I don't persist, nothing will change. Okay, so if you finished with tree, or if you're finishing, take your time, please. And on your own, maybe try other balance pose. I know a lot of you do half moon, do another tree. It's up to you. But I'm going to bring you now back down to the floor, okay? All right. You can just catch up with this when you can. Actually, I think this will be fine. Yeah. So you might want to have anything you're going to use for Shavasana handy. So you could have your bolster, you could have a blanket. If you have an eye pillow, I was going to find my eye pillow. They are really nice. Anything you think you'll need. You can turn down the lights, whatever. So just, I know my head's cut off, but we're going to come to the floor. And just take your time. One more forward bend. And then just step back on either side. We're going to do one thing on our tummy. So come into down dog. And I did this in the session, the extra session I recorded yesterday. You're going to lower your knees. You're going to come onto your tummy. Now, if you're on a hard floor, it can be a little uncomfortable. You can take your towel or your blanket and spread it on top of your mat. You're going to come onto your tummy. I'll show you. We're going to do a baby cobra. And I did this in the session for yesterday because I know a lot of us are always countering, this low back stuff. And we work on the core, we do our yoga, but we're probably sitting more than normal. Maybe you don't have good support. I don't know very many car seats or sofas or chairs or that have really the low back support. Okay, so this is a wonderful remedy. And I've been doing yoga over 20 years, and in every practice for low back, this baby cobra is in it, okay, as well as bringing the knees to the chest. So if you know someone who has low back issues, who sits a lot with their work, you might be working at home, and you don't have the proper ergonomics, this will really help alleviate low back. So let me show you, and then I'll talk you through it. You can do it with me as well. So as I lie down, be safe. I'm going to stretch, roll, kind of rock my hips to relax. Stretch your legs apart. Your feet can turn out or turn in. I like to turn them out. Then you're going to bring your forearms one on top of the other. forward so you can rest your forehead on your forearms without compressing your neck. Okay, so you're going to stack your forearms, rest your forehead. Oh, it feels so good. But do not turn onto your right or left side. Then you're overdoing or underdoing the neck. You want to be on your forehead. Okay? If you have bony arms, put a blanket or something there. Okay, but have it far enough so when you rest, the neck is free and you can breathe. There's space for me to breathe, okay? And just breathe and let go. Breathe and let go. So inhale and big exhales. So if you're afraid of it pinching your low back, hurting your low back, let go of that. Let your hips, I'm letting my hips really get heavy. My pelvis get heavy. And you're going to feel maybe a sensation in the low back, but if it's opened up properly, it's going to feel really good. And you want that curve. So in your pelvis sits the sacrum. The sacrum is a heart or triangular piece. And it connects to the pelvis with the SI joints, which can get out of whack. So I have very open hips, so I have to sometimes get my SI joint, everything kind of put back in whack, because it affects my walking, my low back, and everything. As you really let the exhale go deep and your breath go deep, you'll feel like something is slowly relaxing in the pelvis. And that's the sacrum. And you want that. It feels really nice. So don't hold back. Don't be afraid of it. Breathe. Remember, you're all elongated. And I would encourage you, if you're on your own, to stay here at least 5 minutes. Now, we're only going to do about another minute because we're going to run out of time. But even if this is all you do, or tell whoever you have to do, it's wonderful. Okay, be on a soft surface, not a bed necessarily. You need something firm. And then breathe and let go. You might even fall asleep. That's okay too. Okay, so we're going to be here by another half minute. But on your own, 5 minutes, whatever it takes, just keep relaxing. Keep letting go. Let yourself melt into the floor. Feels so good. This is baby cobra. It's about the most gentle back bend there is. But you have to do back bends. You have to do something. Too many forward bends, not good. Okay. So I'm going to slowly turn you over now. I know some of you don't want to, but we have to. Gently turn onto your back. Just roll onto your back. And intuitively, instinctively, you're going to just massage. So now we're just giving more TLC to that same area, the shoulders, the back muscles, the hips, the low back. And they just love it. Make big circles, clockwise, counterclockwise. Breathe. Are you breathing as you move? When you breathe and move, you're moving the energy. You're bringing fresh oxygen, moving out the toxins. We've got to get those things through, especially now. You want all your systems on fully operational, okay? And then just gently, again, we're going to hold the right leg, stretch the left leg out. You can hold any part of the leg, flex your feet, relax your shoulders. Allow the back muscles to melt, spread across the floor. So the pose was a baby cobra, the counter pose now. This is to kind of bring things back and forth, and then to a place of balance and strength and health. Okay? Oh, nice deep breaths. Okay, a few more. When you're ready, 5 breaths or a minute. Let's do the other side. Don't rush. Breathe as you change and alternate. I don't know why the light keeps going light and dark over in the screen, but at least I think I'm still there. I think we have the solution. Breathe. 5 nice deep breaths, maybe more. And then lower and wait. Okay, so now I want you to do a finishing twist, okay, of your choice. So we did one twist with one leg straight and the foot on top. You can do that. Or you can do the twist where you bring both knees in and across. Or if you have another twist, feel free to do that. Be mindful. Hold each side for 8 breaths. 8 breaths, okay? At least. Maybe 12. Those of you who've been practicing more than 5 years or so, go for 12 breaths. Go for 2 minutes. So you play with that, especially when you're on your own. What I used to do, and I still do now, to strengthen like my plank or my down dog, I say, okay, I'm going to hold for 5 breaths. But can I do 6? Can I hold for, and then the next time, okay, I held for 6. Can I do, let's do 6. And then maybe there's another breath there. So here, the twist, do at least 8 deep breaths, maybe 2 minutes, maybe 12 breaths. You choose. Go deep, especially on the exhale. Okay, and when you finish, I'm going to give you a couple minutes. Okay, then you're going to transition with minimal fidgeting. Okay, I can't see you, but you must take a shavasana. You must take relaxation. So the tradition says for every half hour of your practice, you should take a 5-minute shavasana. Now, in classes, group classes, we don't usually do that because we're limited. But I'm going to give you at least 5 minutes. You should take longer. So when you finish your twist, I want you to find a very, very comfortable shavasana. You can use any of the props that you have. And just remember, all your edges are free. Put a little support if you need it under your neck. You can use a bolster or roll something or other under your knees. And I want you to stretch out your being. So all of your edges are free. And we could draw an outline of you and nothing is touching. Some of you are still in a twist, I know, but maybe you're still listening to me. And as you go into Shavasana, let your breath get slower and deeper. And it'll become more uneven. You're not going for even breaths. I just want you to feel like you're slowly descending into, perhaps, I love the image of a stone descending into a still, cool body of water, a pond, to the sandy bottom and just sort of sitting gently. And I'd like you to feel like that's your consciousness, settling. And let everything from the front body, the frontal brain, eyes, the thinking mind, everything lie back, go back. Let it feel like it's relaxing into the back body, where the subconscious is, not getting away from the ego mind. Okay? So I'm going to leave you there a few minutes. So you're doing your twist. Okay, and then you're in Shavasana. If you're home and you want music, that's fine. I don't do music. I'm waiting for the birds to chirp for you. There they go. Okay, so I'm going to let you be for a few minutes, and then we'll be back. You can stay in Shavasana. I always finish bringing you back with the chime and the reading of Hafez and the Namaste invocation. But if you want to just listen to all that and not come back out of Shavasana, I invite you to stay in Shavasana. I invite you to take a Shavasana anytime. And if you do your own little practice, even if it's 10 minutes, then just be still at the end of it, just for a few minutes, okay? Let it sink in, let it integrate. That's what the Shavasana is for. It's your transition from your practice to take it with you into your life, okay? Relax for a few more minutes. So if you want to come back and segue from your practice, if not, you can just listen. So breathe. Remember, when you start to come back or out of your practice, let it be a slow, gradual, loving, okay, not abrupt. We want to be mindful of our nervous system, which is being pretty stressed these days. Okay, we're being bombarded constantly with information and sensations and emotions and conversations and so forth. So we really want to strengthen, be that strong container. Okay, so if you want to, stretch a little, breathe, feel your fingers and toes, feel this gift. When you're ready, you can either stay where you are or bend your knees and turn onto your side. And I'm going to read from Hafez. And this is called Then Winks. Everything is clapping today. Light, sound, motion, all movement. A rabbit I pass pulls a symbol from a hidden pocket, then winks. This causes a few planets and I to go nuts and start grabbing each other. Someone sees this, calls a shrink, tries to get me committed for being too happy. Listen, this world is the lunatic's sphere. Don't always agree it's real. Even with my feet upon it, and the postman knowing my door, my address is elsewhere. And again, if you just want to listen or if you want to join me in the Namaste invocation. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, of peace, of light, and of truth. When you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste. Om Shanti. Peace to you. Thank you so much for coming today. I think we did it. So now I'm going to try and end this session. If you have questions, again, please feel free to send me an email, victoria.lifestyleyoga@gmail.com, or just post something here. If you'd like to support the cause, I know we're all really dealing with all kinds of issues. If you'd like to support the cause, send me an email and I can tell you how to donate. Thank you, and I'm going to see if I can sign off. For some reason, it takes a while. And remember, these do publish within like 10 minutes back onto my Facebook page. So feel free to come back and rewatch it. And I'm still trying to leave. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. And be well. Breathe. And let's see if this works. Thanks for coming today. It's hard to tell if anything's happening. It's sort of a process here. And it's very slow. I think it's trying.